Quebec City, a blast from the past. Let's be honest, folks. History can be a tough sell. Dusty books, long-gone empires, who cares, right? But then you stumble across a place like Old Quebec City, and suddenly, the past gets real interesting. Founded in 1608 by Samuel de Champlain, this wasn't just another European outpost. Nope, this was the heart of New France, a place where empires clashed, cultures collided, and the fate of a continent hung in the balance. We're talking fur traders, soldiers, missionaries, all leaving their mark on this chunk of land perched above the mighty St. Lawrence River. You walk these streets, you're walking through centuries of stories. And trust me, these stories beat anything you'll find on your phone. So ditch the history books, lace up your boots, and get ready to experience history firsthand. Old Quebec ain't a museum. It's a living, breathing time capsule, and it's got a story to tell. All right, let's talk landmarks, the big dogs of Old Quebec. First up, Chateau Frontenac. This place screams fairy tale castle, perched atop the cliffs like it owns the place. And in a way it does. This grand dame has seen it all. Royalty, presidents, maybe even a ghost or two. Today, it's a luxury hotel, but walk those halls and you can practically hear the echoes of history whispering through the walls. Next, the Citadel. Now we're talking serious military muscle. Star-shaped stone walls, cannons pointed out at the river. This place means business. For centuries it's guarded the city, and today you can catch the changing of the guard. A ceremony that's both impressive and a little bit surreal. And then there's Notre-Dame de Quebec Basilica Cathedral. Step inside and you'll understand why they call it a basilica. Soaring ceilings, stained glass windows, a sense of peace that's hard to find these days. This ain't just a pretty building, it's a symbol of faith that's endured for generations. You know how some places get all the awards? Well, Old Quebec's one of them. UNESCO World Heritage Site? Check. That means this place ain't just special to Canada, it's special to the whole darn world. Why? Because it's a living example of a fortified colonial city, preserved pretty much as it was centuries ago. Think about that for a second. We're talking cobblestone streets, stone buildings, even the street layout itself, all frozen in time. That's why UNESCO's watching over it, making sure future generations can experience the same magic we do today. So, yeah, it's a big deal. But here's the thing, you don't need a fancy title to appreciate this place. Just wander around, soak it all in, and you'll understand why Old Quebec's a treasure worth protecting. Alright, let's talk about the buildings. And I ain't talking about your average cookie-cutter stuff. Old Quebec's architecture is like stepping into a European fairy tale. We're talking stone houses with steep roofs, dormer windows peeking out like curious eyes, and wrought iron details that'd make a blacksmith proud. You got your French classical, your medieval, even a touch of Renaissance thrown in for good measure. Walk down Rue du Petit Champlain, one of the oldest streets in North America, and you'll see what I mean. Buildings dating back to the 1600s, still standing strong, now home to boutiques, cafes, and all sorts of treasures. It's like someone hit the pause button on history, and trust me, it's a beautiful thing. So ditch the map, get lost in the maze of cobblestone streets, and let the architecture transport you back in time. You won't regret it. Section 5, Beyond the Buildings, diving into local culture. Now, I love a good building as much as the next guy, but a place is more than just bricks and mortar. It's about the people, the vibe, the soul of the place. And let me tell you, Old Quebec's got soul in spades. This is a place where French heritage runs deep, where you're more likely to hear bonjour than hello, where the smell of freshly baked croissants wafts through the air. But it ain't stuck in the past either. You got street performers, artists hawking their wares, a vibrant energy that's contagious. It's a place where history and modern life collide in the best possible way, creating a unique cultural cocktail you won't find anywhere else. So, yeah, admire the architecture, but don't forget to soak up the atmosphere too. Grab a coffee at a sidewalk cafe, eavesdrop on conversations. It's okay, they won't understand you anyway. And let yourself get swept away by the rhythm of Old Quebec. Section 6, a taste of Quebec, from Tourtière to sugar shacks. Alright, let's talk food because no exploration of a new place is complete without tickling your taste buds. And let me tell you, Old Quebec delivers on the culinary front. We're talking hearty French-Canadian fare that'll stick to your ribs and leave you wanting more. First up, poutine. Yeah, I know you've probably had it before, but trust me, poutine in Quebec is a religious experience. Crispy fries, squeaky cheese curds, that rich savory gravy, it's a beautiful mess of deliciousness. Then you got tourtière, a savory meat pie that'll transport you straight to Grandma's kitchen if your grandma was French-Canadian, that is. And for dessert, maple syrup everything. Pancakes, cookies, even taffy poured on snow. Trust me, it's as good as it sounds. So loosen your belt and come hungry, because Old Quebec's ready to feed your soul and your stomach. Section 7, Festival Fun, Celebrating Heritage and Joie de Vivre. One thing you gotta love about the Quebecois is they know how to throw a party. And I ain't talking about your average backyard barbecue. We're talking festivals, celebrations, and events that'll blow your mind. Take the Carnival de Quebec, for example. This winter wonderland transforms the city into a giant snow globe, complete with ice sculptures, parades, and enough snow to make a snowman army. Or how about the Festival d'été de Québec, a massive music festival that takes over the city every summer, featuring international superstars and up-and-coming artists alike. But it ain't just the big ones. Throughout the year, you'll find festivals celebrating everything from food and wine to history and culture. It's like the whole city's on a mission to have a good time, and trust me, that energy is contagious. So, check the calendar, see what's on, and get ready to party like a Quebecois. Section 8, Wandering the Walls, Upper and Lower Town Adventures. One of the coolest things about Old Quebec is that it's basically two cities in one upper town and lower town. Upper town's where the action is, perched atop the cliffs with its grand hotels, historic sites, and commanding views. But don't forget about lower town, nestled at the foot of the cliffs. This is where the city's commercial heart beats strong. A maze of narrow streets lined with boutiques, restaurants, and hidden courtyards. And connecting the two? The fortifications, of course. These walls ain't just for show. They're the only remaining fortified city walls north of Mexico, and they offer some of the best views in town. So, take a walk along the ramparts, soak up the scenery, and imagine what it was like back in the day when cannons guarded these walls. Section 9. Beyond the tourist trail, hidden gems and local secrets. Now, I ain't saying you should skip the main attractions, but if you really want to get under the skin of Old Quebec, you gotta venture beyond the tourist traps. Duck down a side street, explore a hidden courtyard, and discover a side to the city most tourists never see. Check out the Morin Center, a former prison turned cultural hub with a fascinating history. Wander through the Parc des Champs de Bataille, a sprawling green space perfect for a picnic or a leisurely stroll. And for a truly local experience, head to the Marché du Vieux-Port, a bustling farmers market where you can sample regional delicacies and rub shoulders with the locals. Listen, the best discoveries are often the unexpected ones, so embrace your inner explorer, ditch the map, and see where your curiosity leads you. You never know what treasures you might uncover. Section 10, Quebec City today, where history meets modern life. Here's the thing about Old Quebec. It ain't stuck in a time warp. Yeah, it's steeped in history, but it's also a vibrant modern city. You got world-class restaurants serving up innovative cuisine, trendy boutiques showcasing local designers, and a nightlife scene that'll keep you dancing till dawn. But even amidst the modernity, you can't escape the past. Ancient walls house trendy art galleries. Cobblestone streets lead to cutting-edge museums. It's this juxtaposition of old and new that makes Old Quebec so unique, so captivating. It's a place where you can wander through centuries-old streets, then grab a craft cocktail at a rooftop bar overlooking the city lights. And that, my friends, is a beautiful thing. Section 11. Your Quebec journey awaits a must-visit destination. So, there you have it. Old Quebec, a city where history comes alive, where culture explodes, and where you're guaranteed an unforgettable experience. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or just looking for a unique getaway, this place has something for everyone. Walk the cobblestone streets, soak up the atmosphere, and let yourself be transported back in time. But don't forget to embrace the present too. Explore the hidden gems, indulge in the local cuisine, and experience the city's vibrant energy firsthand. Old Quebec is more than just a destination, it's a journey, an adventure, a story waiting to be written. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, book your ticket, and get ready to experience the magic of Old Quebec for yourself. Trust me, you won't regret it.